Hey guys, good morning. It's early morning for you. Thank you for joining us, and really looking forward to this morning talking to our friends in Flogging Molly. So excited about them coming back. So we'll wait till they join, and Morgan's going to jump in this morning. He might be jumping in from bed. I don't know. We're trying to get him to come over to the house this morning, but it might have been a little early for him. So, hope everyone's well. Where's everyone's coming in from? I hope it's getting warmer on the East Coast. I know you guys have it's been a brutal morning for you guys. I'm talking to some people and they're still trying to get through the snow. Hey, Fred, Emo, up in Montreal. Looking forward to seeing you guys. It's going to come together in Montreal very soon. Don't worry. Hang in there. Hang in there. There's some exciting stuff coming. It's, as I said, there's a lot of things like radius clauses, people touring through. I see someone from Toronto there getting forward to come up there and speaking at the Departure Conference soon. Here's Flying Molly. Going to be up at Departure in May, going to speaking there. Oh, wow. Hello from England. How's everyone in England today? Nice to see you here. Long Beach. Wow, everyone's up early. It's nice to bring everyone together. Tuning in from Wisconsin. Nice. Just getting everyone in here. I'm just kind of reading. Ottawa, Canada. So many people up in Canada this morning. Good morning, everyone. Just getting everyone here. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kev.
Hey, good morning. How are you, Morgan?
Good morning. What's going on?
We're just waiting, getting going here. I knew it was kind of, it says Flying Molly is unable to join. We're just trying to get everyone here.
Oh, pop everybody in. What's up, everybody in chat? What's up, chat? Good morning, 8 a.m. in Los Angeles time. Wishing everybody, we're just hanging out, Joseph. Now I can actually see all the chat popping up. What up, guys? What's up, guys?
I know, it's great. So what's going on with you, Morgan?
Oh, I'm just hanging, man. Had a nice weekend and some friends in town and little bit of work stuff. And what are you guys up to?
Well, we're getting going here, and then we're going to go out doing this early just because I have to go play in a little charity golf tournament this morning. Can have a nice time, a nice day out before we get hit by the storm.
Are we getting hit by a storm?
Tomorrow. Better get your raincoat on.
Oh, no. Wait, where's everybody in here? I'm looking at the chat. Where's everybody in the chat from? Where we got Mexico? We got Mexico. Where are you guys from? Where's everybody at?
We got people from England in there. I saw some people, a lot of people from Canada this morning.
Yeah, no, oh yeah, because we're not a lot of people from the West Coast this morning. They're not up this early.
Uh-oh. It says Flogging Molly is unable to join. Gosh, I'm so looking forward to Flogging Molly joining us this morning. So Morgan, while they're getting here, did you ever get to see Flogging Molly on Warped Tour?
Yeah, I did, and I did actually get to see Flogging Molly on Warped Tour, and I had some specific stuff I wanted to ask them about.
Oh, there they are.
Oh, there we go.
Hey. Hi, Bridget. Hi, Dave.
Hello, hey, Kevin. How are you?
I see half a face squeezing close. We know you like each other. There you go.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Morgan from Emo Night. I just do this with Kevin. We're just hanging out. So
how are you
guys?
I gotta tell you, Dave. Seeing you, I'm getting chills right now and goosebumps.
Oh,
I really am. And it's so nice that you could join us here. And I'm very connected to you, Dave. I don't know if you know my youngest one, Sabrine. Remember her, the little one? She's over at Maynooth University right now, getting her graduate degree.
In Maynooth?
Yeah.
Wow. Now that's where the priests, isn't it?
Yeah. So how are you both?
We're good.
We're good, yeah. We're here in Wexford in Ireland, and
What time is it out? What time is it out there?
It's 4:00
p.m. Yeah.
My guess it's raining or has rained in the last few hours.
Honestly, Kevin, for the last 2 months, now I know it rains, we all know it rains in Ireland, but for the last 2 months at least, it has rained almost constantly every day.
Yeah.
We have a bit of sunshine right now, but yeah, yeah.
So the first time you guys are coming back over is for Warped?
Think so, yeah.
That is the plan.
That is the plan, yeah.
So Dave, going back years ago, just, we've got a lot of new people coming to Warped Tour. I mean, about a third of the people that came last year had never been to a festival or a concert. I mean, for me, it was, Flogging Molly out there. Some people said Flogging Molly. Do you have any early memories of going that first Warped Tour when you were out there? I think you were in a van maybe that first year.
Oh, yeah, we were.
No.
We were in a van, yeah. Oh, no.
We were sharing a bus with
Who's it?
many other people.
Yeah.
That's right. You came out on one of the buses with everyone. Do you have any fond memories of Warped Tour, coming back, and some of the friends you made out there?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we got to obviously to meet the Boss Tones. That was our first after that first Warped Tour was our first national tour of venues with the Boss Tones, and through the Warped Tour we met, them, and we met so many great people there. It's such an incredible thing. I mean, it's really, really missed, the Warped Tour. It really is. I mean, not just by public, but by young bands who are trying to do what they were born to do. The Warped Tour gave them that opportunity to go out there. Here you go, and you felt part of something. You had no idea what you felt a part of, but you felt part of something very special. And Kevin, what you and everybody did for bands like Flogging Molly is unbelievable.
Well, Dave, I remember recently I was just over remember the John Lennon singer-songwriter, the bus, the recording bus. Yeah. I just was on the bus. Will.i.am. I'm doing a little project with Will.i.am right now, and they had the bus at his event, and the memories of you guys recording in there with people like Morgan Heritage and other artists. You seem to live in that bus. You guys were over there all the time.
Yeah, one of the Warped Tours we spent a great deal of time.
A great deal of time there, yeah.
Playing with toys.
Yeah. We were putting down ideas, that we go back later on to work on in the studio. It was fantastic, I mean, I don't know I'm sure you do realize, Kevin, I don't know, but I don't know if you realize how important the Warped Tour as a whole was to bands, the young bands. It really, really was, Kevin.
Well, what we're doing now, it's interesting. I don't know if either one of us could do a 2-month tour anymore the way we used to tour out there. But bringing it back on weekends, I know a lot of people are like, oh, can you do a 2-month run like that? People don't realize how hard that tour was, but physically, but also it was a great event for all of us. We made lifelong friends out there, and and it definitely, with what you went through, it affected so many of us over here in the sense of that, both of you, your whole band brings the spirit, Hensley skateboarding around, and maybe we'll get him to drop. I don't know if he'll drop in the ramp anymore, but maybe we'll have a little street course. But it's one of those things where, it was something, to bring different types of music. And for me, the memories of Flogging Molly were sometimes those sunset sets. We call them the golden hour over here. I try to, even though I wrote it, there was a few times that I would try to put you on right around that sunset and bring that energy back up. And I think I remember a set up at the Gorge one time. We had a big, the Gorge, the sunset, and everyone took a moment and just went up on the stage and shared a drink or just a hug, and that we were all there working together. And you also did a sunset set right, I think it was at Long Beach State many years ago when we were at the college, that I just remember, the whole crowd, and that's the thing. A lot of the crowd out there may come from like that pop punk or emo at that point, punk, and then all of a sudden Flogging Molly would walk up on stage and just blow it up. Have you ever played in Mexico City?
Yeah.
That one's gonna be exciting for me because Warp never got down to Mexico City.
Yeah, a while ago we had a great time.
We love it.
Oh, it's amazing.
You guys have had like I've seen Warped Tour in all of its various forms and many shapes and sizes. And do you guys have any like very specific moments that you can, you know, kind of recall back at like what Kevin was just saying? Like I wasn't there at that one, but I know how that felt when he was talking about it. Because I know the Warped Tour ethos, and from what you were saying earlier, you're like, you know, realize how important this is? And so I know you guys have some
Well,
specific great.
I personally remember one of the very first gigs we ever did on the Warped Tour, because we walked out on stage and we have a song called The Likes of You Again. And it starts off with just me on the acoustic. And then Bridget comes in, and then Matt comes in. And I was looking out at the crowd as we were starting. It was like, here's to you, sing for my daddy-o, as I lay him down to sleep. And it's really, you see the crowd looking at you, you're going like this, or like, okay, what's going on here? Like, and then we kick in, me and Bridget. It was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, those we were look. That was, you know, it was definitely part of my growing up. It's where I found a lot of bands that I became like lifelong, like you know, lifelong fan of, and it's where I found new artists. You know, it's where I found all these little side stages, and you know,
Yeah.
some of these larger artists to me were new artists. I'd never heard them. I was seeing them for the first time, and I think Flogging Molly might have been one of those artists where like I got home and I was like, I gotta go find out everything about this band and see what they've done. You know, like done like the deep dive, like I'm gonna on Napster, illegally downloaded a ton of stuff. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
The great ethos about the Warped Tour as well was that all the bands, all the young bands that were on there, it gave them the inspiration that, you know what, no matter what it is, you've got to work at it. You've got to work hard to get where you want to go. And the Warped Tour taught you that. It
And
really taught
there's
you
a ton of bands that want to put in the work and want to get out there, and there just isn't that opportunity anymore. It doesn't seem. It's just not a sustainable thing for a lot of bands.
Yeah.
So like the kind of launch pad that we had with the Warped Tour is something that's missing now for a lot of musicians and bands that want to get started.
I mean, that's where I met most of my best friends, right? Like that's where I like met them. And so it's really interesting to see, you know, here we are so many years later, and they're all texting me and being like, "Are you going to be at the one in here? Are you playing at this? Are you doing this one?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude. Like we just like Warped Tour. We don't stop going to Warped Tour."
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, for a band, especially like Flogging Molly at the time, it would have been so easy like, to get a gig was so hard because people are like, oh, we just throw them in an Irish bar or whatever, put them in the corner there, and, you know, and they'd play. But the Warped Tour gave us that opportunity to break down a lot of stereotypical ideas of what an Irish punk rock band kind of was. See, to us, Irish music was always punk rock. Irish music was punk rock. What we sang about through history is punk. And for the Warped Tour, it was like opening the doors to that. It was
Yeah, certainly. There was we were pigeonholed really early on, and I think everybody expected us to just kind of play our way into a corner, and the Warped Tour gave us an opportunity to play our way out of it and never hey man.
Beautifully said. Yeah. Thanks to Mr.
I love seeing some of the comments, you know, about people remembering seeing you there or looking forward to bring maybe their children to the show, which is fun. You know, it was interesting at Warped. There was a lot of like the people that we remember, Dave, but there was a lot of young people who had never been to even a show.
Yeah.
Some people were saying, "This is my first show." Was Warped Tour
Yeah.
this year. So,
Absolutely.
Are you ready to get back under the 10x10 tent and do a few autographs when you're out there, maybe, and say hello?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now that both hands are working, I'm ready to do anything.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, what I've put my dear wife through this last year, what we've been through is just, I would never want anybody to go through what we went through. They told her she'd never see me again. And if she did, I'd be a vegetable for the rest of my life. Things like this.
And now
a
talking vegetable.
talking vegetable.
A singing vegetable.
Well, it has to be a talking potato, right, from Ireland, right? It would have to be a potato.
But yeah, I mean, and now to be talking about to you guys about what's maybe going to happen in the Warped Tour, like they called when I left the hospital, they called me a miracle. They said I shouldn't be leaving the hospital, and they said, and these are neurosurgeons, these are like scientists saying I'm a miracle. So it's like to get the opportunity to do hopefully what we're going to be doing with you guys again is just unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Great.
It means it really does.
Well,
Are we the
we're so excited to have you guys. We had a great backstage barbecue last year. We kind of recreated the barbecues. We had it was fun because Rise Against played at the barbecue and All American Rejects jumped up. Agro-Lights came and played the barbecue. So you're gonna, remember those old nights those old nights when we'd be out and long days, and then we'd have a great barbecue and get in the buses and roll to the next city. Well, we've been trying to recreate some of that, which I'm sure we will. And I don't want to tie up your whole lovely evening, but we just, so nice to see you, Dave and Bridget.
Kevin,
it's so good.
Kevin, how are you? How are you doing?
We're doing all right. It's, everyone has their challenges, and I say, look, there's always those things, and but I'm feeling good, Dave. I took that time off. I felt I had done everything I could with Warped around 2019, and I was just, I'm teaching full time still, and got my energy back actually, and most of that came from speaking to students at the schools and talking to young people and talking to them about maybe after the pandemic, that need for that community or a place that they can gather and feel safe. And, when you get there, we have about the 25, we have 25 nonprofits out there again. We have the canned food drives. It's Warped is now bigger stages, and we have screens, and it's a little more lights. We actually have lights, but it still feels like a Warped Tour between those stages. The merch tents, the booths. I'm always cooking up some surprise. I don't know. We might have to bring the human cannonball back. Maybe we should do that again. Some of the stuff we used to do on Warped, we're kind of cooking up some surprises, and we're also talking to another generation of people about their ideas and things that we can bring to the show.
Yeah.
As we always said, Warped was kind of that, Brett Gurewitz summed it up as it's a giant umbrella that we get under, and we make it stronger again. So, and our old friend, Bill Armstrong, he's got a great young band, XCOM, who's going to be playing some Warped dates. I mean, there's so many great young bands now. That's one of the reasons I kind of came back. I was working on a project called Summer School. Summer School is about ready to announce now, and it's a very mini type Warped Tour. It's like 6 bands, fair price, goes out. And I went out and I go, there's a whole group of kids that are building a community again. The front doors, they were there to see all 6 bands. And I was like, got re-inspired. So, as long as I have the energy, but overall, 7 surgeries later, I'm feeling good, and actually gonna leave. We're doing this early here just because I'm gonna go play in a charity golf tournament today.
Okay, is Fat Mike playing with you or?
No, this is another friend invited me to play, but it's nice to be able to do that, and just feeling healthy again, and
good.
Like you, Dave, we got to take care of ourselves. We got to eating a little better, and sometimes you have to have that oatmeal, that Irish cut oatmeal in the morning.
I have it every morning. I kid you not. Bridget will tell you. Jesus.
We talking about oatmeal now?
Yeah, for all the young people out there.
Into the AARP section of the of this comment. Morgan, you're not quite yet there.
For all the young people watching, they're like really tuning on this Sunday morning to hear about oatmeal. So, but you want to know what? Start now, and you're not,
Start now. Start now, guys. But hey, I'm so looking forward to seeing you guys in a short time. It's just a few months away, and I'm going to actually try to get over and visit my daughter at some point and track you guys down if you're at home. I've always said I have to get over to Ireland at some point to see you.
Absolutely, come visit.
Please.
All right.
You guys, wonderful to see you. Much love.
Morgan, so much. Kevin,
love you guys. Love the whole band. So excited to see you. Got goosebumps right here on my arm, right there.
Great to see you.
Great to see you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye, chat.